So if we're not acknowledging each person on the team and the role we played, because generally what tends to happen in organizations, it's the salespeople get all the credit.
Oh yeah, that's who closed it.
Because they closed the
They
deal.
closed deals.
They brought the money in,
Yep.
money talks.
Yep.
Salespeople.
Money
And
talks.
yet, if you take an organization as a whole, is everybody plays a part. So if the finance team are not keeping track of all the financial records,
That deals.
then we don't know if we're making a profit or not. If the stock department are holding the wrong stock, the salespeople can't go out and sell. Okay, so let's say if we take the whole organization and we take the stock guys in the warehouse and we say, you guys did an incredible job. You got the stock up to date. You made sure we had all the right stock in place. You made sure we all knew how to find it. That's why we hit the 5 million. Well done. Financial department. You guys did X, Y, and Z. This worked, this didn't. The stock department. This worked, this didn't. The marketing department. This worked, this didn't.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're looking at the negative and the positive in every area. And that's why, as an organization, we hit the 5 million. But if we're not acknowledging every team member for what they did, the part they played, well done, Sully, for your Facebook posts. Well done, Michaela, for your sales. Well done, Sully, for all the stock and holding the right stock. If we're not going through and acknowledging all those things, then what happens is next year, the stock team go, well, it's only the sales team that get recognized. So
I don't need to do much.
doesn't matter if I get stock or not, doesn't matter if I hack a few pins here and a shirt there, and no one will notice because, they didn't notice when I was doing well. So, no, it doesn't really matter. And then now suddenly there's glitches and we can't understand why we're not getting back to the 5 million.
Okay.
Because now, why is there a problem in stock? The stock's not adding up.
We didn't have this issue before. How
We've never had this issue, so I don't understand why it's different.
And now sales is fighting with stock guys because they're like, what is going on, guys?
And so we're now hovering at that 4 million, and then maybe the stock team go, maybe I shouldn't be walking around with a few extra pens. Maybe I should put a little bit more work in because I don't like the fact that the sales team is pointing fingers at me. So let's jack up the stock, and the financial team are going, well, they're getting away with stuff, so why do we have to do that? So you just get the stocks right, and then the finances go out. And so suddenly you find yourself another quarter, another year, we're hovering around the 5 million. We're not quite getting there.
We can't break past it.
We can't break past that. But all it is because in the beginning we did not acknowledge the part that everybody played.
And that's a fascinating thing that you say there, because I think that even as far as the cleaning team, right, to be able to ensure that you can have a meeting room to be able to meet where you can pitch and present to whoever is selling you, wherever you get the 5 million from. If the tea lady was not there to bring tea or to make sure that she played and it seems so insignificant.
Yep.
But it's such a big role, but you don't realize the effects that had on a person, because the person's probably more than likely not going to speak about it. Right?
Well, because they're not even aware. Because the cleaning lady comes in and empties your dustbin and makes tea and puts it down, and most people are not aware of the time that it takes to go, boil the kettle, stand in the kitchen, wait for the kettle, and then come back.
Tea arrives.
Tea just arrives, so they have no concept of how valuable the cleaning lady is.
I feel that makes a lot of sense, and I think that you don't, because I actually, see, now that we unpack this even more, I think even when I asked what this topic was supposed to be about, so yes, there's extreme trauma, right? Yes. I fell off a machine and
cut my arm off.
Should cut your arm off. I was not thinking that. But yes, that's a bloody big trauma, right? But those traumas, which I would, my opinion, and you can tell me, those are a lot more rare, right? The instance of something like that happening every month, somebody falling and cutting their arm off,
It's less likely.
it's less likely.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Well, if it does, then as a construction, whatever company you guys are in, you need to sort out some stuff. But it's more the little, small, minuscule things that eventually start adding up, right? Like a day to day. So I'm the cleaning lady and I'm not getting seen. But I have to, exactly like you said, I'm standing and waiting for the kettle to boil. Then I gotta come back to you. Then I gotta clean your cup. I'm cleaning your bin 3-4 times a day because you're throwing. But I don't get recognized, I don't get noticed, I don't get seen. That affects this person way more in the long run. And that person then comes to Nicole, who's part of, we're on the same team. If you notice that these guys don't notice us, you notice that they treat us like nonsense. And all of a sudden you create like a small little revolt within the system.
And so the cleaning lady goes, well, they don't recognize us, so they're not. So it doesn't matter if their tea's 5 minutes late. And suddenly 5 minutes become 10 minutes, which becomes half an hour, and suddenly the tea lady's not bringing you tea at 10 o'clock, she's only bringing it in the afternoon. And you
see her for most of the day all of a sudden.
And then it becomes, oh well, I'll go get my own tea at 10 o'clock, because I can't wait for... I've got a meeting in half an hour, so I don't know how long she's going to be and where she's going to be, and I can't find her, and I don't have time to go look for her, so I'll go make my own tea. And the cleaning lady goes, you see.
Oh, now you're taking my job.
Yeah, you see. They don't need us. You see, they don't want us, because now you can see they're even making their own tea. They don't even need us, you see. They're trying to get rid of us. So now we must protest.
Yep.
Because they
don't respect us. They don't care for the work that we do, and all of that stemmed from something as simple as them not being part of the recognition of the 5 million that was made.
But sometimes it's just as simple as someone going, thanks for bringing tea.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be the recognition of the 5 million. Because generally the tea lady has no concept of the 5 million.
Yeah.
But if we just recognize the work that she did, which is every day, thank you for cleaning my bins, I appreciate it. And we're not talking financial reward, we're talking recognition.
As a human being.
As a human being, recognizing, and this is where it comes in. Do you know the people that work for you? Do you know their names? Do you know the cleaning ladies' names? Have you taken the time to get to know them? And it's quite fascinating, because I've heard one of the studies that they did around people on the street that stand at the intersections and beg for money. And one of the guys said that he gets more out of somebody saying hello to him than he does out of people giving him money. Because he said, because 95% of people, when they drive past, actually look the other way. Guilty. Done it. Because I don't want to feel guilty, because I don't have any money on me, so I'll look the other way. Instead of going, good morning, have a nice day.
You see, you said that. I was just thinking in my head, I don't want to own up to that on camera. But the way you just explained that, please bear with me, guys, I understand. But the way you explained that is actually spot on. Like, I may not have money, I may not have anything to give you right now, but I can give you a hello. I can give you a hello.
Or a smile.
Or I can acknowledge your existence.
I can just acknowledge your existence.
Yeah.
And this is what the research found, is that a lot of those people actually just want acknowledgement.
Just see me.
But having said that, I mean, there's the saying, babies cry for it and grown men die for it. They just want people around the world just want to be acknowledged. So whether you are, a cleaning lady, a beggar on the street, or the